What's up, y'all? Oh my God, I'm so sleepy. This daylight saving time is I'm not with it. I'm not feeling it. I haven't been able to get up on time for the past couple of days. How are y'all holding up? It's like I can't get it together. Like I'm drunk with sleep right now, for real. Anyway, what's up, y'all? I'm your girl Julle. This is gonna be an off one, I can tell right now, because I'm so sleepy. Okay, so anyway, I'm Julle. This is the Jewel Box. If you're just tuning in, that's where you're at. You're in the Jewel Box. We drop jewels every day, and today's Jewel Day is going to be dealing with triggers. And we all have things that trigger us. The way that I came about this topic, I was talking to my oldest son. He's asking me, he's like, hey, Mom, back in the day, used to be feisty, you know. What happened? How did you change? You know, was it just getting older? And I was like, something must have happened, you know. I said, somebody pushing your buttons. He was like, I just want to hear your take on it before I tell you anything. You know, I don't want to say anything specific about what happened, but, you know, what changed you? How do you deal with that now? How do you deal with that differently? I used to, when I was younger, you know, like in middle school and high school, I used to be a very nice and quiet and sweet person. Not that I'm not still a sweet person, but I think I was more nice because I didn't like in confrontations, because I felt like if I get into a confrontation, I'm going to get angry, and it would make me angry that somebody got me angry, you know? So can you imagine being angry because you're angry? Also, you know, I would just kind of let things build up. Take, for instance, you work with someone, and every day they come in, and you come in to your work, and they're sitting at your chair, and they got their feet up and their cup on your table, making rings on your table and stuff, and you're like, you know, and that's something that maybe you're germaphobe, you know, and they got their feet on your table, you know, on your desk, and you're like, look, you know, what's up with that? Well, you in my seat every day. But say you don't say anything for a long time, and they do that every day for the whole year, and just kind of get up and laugh and walk off, you know, once you get there. And I was the type of person that would let somebody slide like that. Like, I'll let a person slide for years. But, you know, it would come to that one day where something would just click in me and say, okay, I've been letting this person get away with this for this long. They haven't gotten the message that I don't really like it. So now today I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and as soon as I go in there, you know, I'm going to go off. And it's not like just going off and letting them know once and for all. It's definitely once and for all, but it was beyond that, you know. I would blow up, I would explode, and all those emotions from dealing with the same thing over and over again for so many days, for so many years or whatever, however long the time was. I would be trying to come at them with all of that, you know. So it's not just that one incident, it's all the incidents that happened all leading up until now. And now I got to let you have it, and we possibly may not even be able to be cordial anymore, because I'm gonna go off, I'm gonna get so angry that I see red, I'm not gonna be able to bring it back, and I'm just gonna exhaust myself and hurt myself in the process, because I didn't confront you about these things every time you did it. You know, I let it build up. You know, all for the purpose to keep the peace. And it's kind of like a vicious cycle. But anyway, what I realized is that, you know, it's easier. It may not be as comfortable, but what if I had let that person know after the third time that wasn't cool, you know? It's good to try to get those emotions out, to try to confront people at the time when the situation happens about it. Now, do you have to go off on them? No. you can very, in a civilized way, let somebody know, hey, this, you did this, you've done it before, it affects me this way, I already told you, blah, blah, blah. You know, could you refrain from doing that? I appreciate it if you didn't do that no more, or whatever, you know. Instead of letting it build up and then flying off the handle, you know, and being so angry because you're not just angry about that one incident. You're angry about all the millions of incidents leading up to that. That maybe you didn't, you know, you may not have said anything about it. To let them know, I don't like this. So, you know, one way to deal with the things that trigger you is confronting it up front. Another thing to understand about triggers is that a lot of us kind of externalize, I don't know if that's a word or not, but we're going to use it. Externalize the situations that we find ourselves in. You know, if a situation happens to you, you feel like it happened to you. And then you want to, and then you kind of find yourself being angry at a situation. Or if a person does something to you, you're angry at that person. And you want to know why that person did that to you, and that person is this. And then you kind of just try to, sometimes in your mind, you start to tear that person apart based on those actions that they did to you. When really, the way that you conquer a trigger is asking yourself, okay, why does this trigger me? Why does it make me angry that somebody just cut me off? But not just like for that second. I'm trying to figure out, you know, it's not just like it's irritating for that moment and then I'm over it. Why am I continuing to meditate on how angry it made me? Why am I yelling out of my car at the person? Why am I blowing the horn? Why am I following them down the street? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you find yourself feeling that way, that's a trigger, and you need to ask yourself, why? Get down to the bottom of it. When we go through these situations and we're confronted with situations or we're confronted with people and it makes you feel a certain type of way, that's the sign that I need to look deeper into this. And once you start to look deeper into it, you can kind of rise above it and conquer it. And, you know, done the right way, you'll find that it really doesn't bother you anymore because you were able to deal with it and get down to the bottom of it. Why don't I like, I don't know, but something random. Why does a guy only like light-skinned girls and he doesn't like dark-skinned women? You know, it could be any number of things, but one thing could be first noticing that that's a trigger, that you have something against all dark-skinned women, even though you may not know them or anything about them. And it's more than just a preference, you know. It's more of something that it really gets to you when you see one. Maybe back when you were a child or something, a dark-skinned girl stomped on your foot real bad and made your toenail fall off. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? And now every time you see a dark-skinned girl, it subconsciously it brings you back to that situation. And so now you don't like any dark-skinned women. You know, it can be something kind of like that. I know that was like a weird example, but I'm tired, y'all. But I hope you get the gist of it. When you trigger somebody, understand that it's more about you than about them or that situation. Everything that you encounter in life is something that is being projected from within you. So it's like it's being projected from within you. You're kind of creating it or drawing that situation to you so that you can deal with something that's inside that needs to be dealt with, so that you can kind of rise to a higher level of being a better person, evolving as a person, being the best you. Yeah. So I think that's all I want to say about that for right now. I apologize, guys. I'm so tired. But that's the jewel of the day. You want to hear more cool tips, life hacks, you know, subscribe. Like this channel and If you like it a lot, share it. Yeah, if this information helped you. Okay, I'm out of here. I gotta go figure out my life. I need to take a nap. I'm afraid if I take a nap, I'm gonna sleep and just keep sleeping because daylight savings got me messed up. All right, I'll see you tomorrow.